All right, here we go. We are looking into the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 28th of October. This full moon is going to be an ending of a 6-month cycle that was initiated during the new moon solar eclipse 6 months ago. So pay attention to anything that has been finalizing around this time as we enter the full moon eclipse. What do you feel is coming to an end? Now, this can show up in many ways. It can show up within our perception, within ourself, within our belief system, within aspects in the tangible material world, as Taurus is associated with finances, e-commerce, building and nurturing growth within our home, within relationships, anything in the practical material world. So this can also give us a new sense of accomplishment or a new opportunity for growth in the area of the earth. We are also in Scorpio season as of the 23rd of October. We do have Mars in Scorpio, which is a very, very strong energy with this full moon, this lunar eclipse. So we do have a very powerful ending to October. We have a lot of energy to work with as we enter a universal month number 9 in November in numerology. That signifies a month of endings on a collective level. But November is a 11th month, which signifies a 9-11 combination. So we do have a very profound death and rebirth transformational aspect to the majority of November. The end of October moving into November is going to allow us for powerful transformation. With this full moon in Taurus, really dig deep on this one because we have the influence of Scorpio. We have the ability to go deeper within ourselves. We have the ability to connect with our deeper self, with our senses, for example, but also the connectedness with our pleasures in life, the connectedness with relationships, the connectedness with our body, the connectedness with what we really enjoy indulging in even. But on a larger scale, I do feel this full moon is going to conclude a chapter to do with something maybe in the financial area in your life, the practical area. Again, it could be reflective of home, of family stability, security. And with that ending, with the conclusion, it is going to give us a new chapter, something new that is going to unfold in some form. Endings and beginnings aren't necessarily a hard stop and start. Sometimes these endings take time to unfold. So this can also be initiating an ending in some form that's going to slowly allow you to build something new or to create or cultivate something new in the material realm. But we do have the combination of Taurus and Scorpio, which are opposing signs on the zodiac calendar, both fixed elements. Scorpio represents the depths, it represents taboo and sexuality and exploring the deeper sides of ourselves and relationships and the mysteries in life. Taurus allows us to nurture and birth something new into reality, to give it form. And so Taurus and Scorpio energies both together have a very fixed energy of going into a deeper aspect, but also to create change and to understand the depths of the emotions, the taboo. But with Taurus is the financial aspects, the earthy aspects, the resourcefulness and the wisdom of the earth plane. So these two areas are going to be really advantageous for us to go deeper within ourselves, to explore aspects within us, within relationships, and within areas of our life, again, as I mentioned, pertaining to Taurus, in areas of e-commerce, structure, nurturing, luxuries in life. What is changing and what is morphing around this time that is allowing you to create something new? It could also be, as I mentioned, a new shift within yourself of looking at an area within your life differently. You may also start to put new thought towards a greater idea or something you want to nurture and invest into and grow into something of a greater result. It could also be a relationship, deepening that relationship and going deeper into the connectedness within that relationship dynamic, but also within yourself. And there also could be a very strong tie with the pleasures in life. So pleasures with another person or within yourself, or the tangible pleasures that we can indulge in within our life. The shadow aspects of Taurus can be overindulgence. Full moons, I tend to look at the shadow aspects for the full moons because the full moons are very intense, especially lunar eclipse. So we can notice a lot of energy shaking up within ourselves. A lot of energy might get stirred up. The moon governs our subconscious self, our subconscious, the emotions, our creativity, our intuitiveness. So it is more of the depths of ourselves that tends to get stirred up during the full moon. So as I mentioned, I look at the shadow aspects because we could be triggered in those areas within ourselves. So the Taurus shadow aspects fall under the indulgences, really overindulging in certain areas. Now, it could be where pleasures in life reside for you, wanting to really indulge in that area of our lives, but it also can be attachments. So as this full moon is allowing us to let go of something, and as I mentioned, letting go of attachments may require a lot of time to finalize, but this full moon is really going to prompt us to let go of an attachment, maybe to an expectation, maybe to a certain relationship, maybe to wanting something done in a certain time, or wanting our manifestations to evolve in a certain timeline, or maybe letting go of an old manifestation or an old way of being, an attachment within the practical, to make space for something new, to create something new into our reality, into our full form. Scorpio's shadow sides also can be very fixed on not letting go, holding on to grudges, holding on to the past, holding on to resentment. So take note of anything that needs to be let go of during this full moon. During full moon eclipses, it's not a time for traditional manifestation practices. Rather, you can still use this energy for observation and for intent of your awareness, intent of actions, and intent of change. So rather than participating in regular manifestation practices, because the energy is very volatile and very unexpected, we have the ability still to be very aware and very conscious around what we want to change, what we see that is changing, and being very aware of where to put our energy or where to create change so that we can let go, so that we can cultivate a life or a manifestation journey of what resonates with us the most. So a lot of this practice is to do with self-awareness. It is to be aware again of what is coming up to the surface, what our shadow is showing us, especially during full moons, and especially during eclipse season, as the new moon solar eclipse in Libra was very intense for a lot of us. And that new moon could have offered a new beginning in some way, but new beginnings also do come with the death of the old self, or mindsets or patterns or energies within ourselves that just need to cycle out and be released. What is changing within your life right now, and where do you want to go with that change? What needs to be released in order for you to open up for something greater, in order for you to cultivate greater change, maybe again in the financial area, within your business, within career, within your material space, and within the pleasures of life. I am going to be hosting a full moon ceremony, non-ritual, on the 28th over on the Inner Circle. If you would like to join, you can join for free. There's a 7-day free trial. It will also give you access to resources. I've been uploading meditations over there, as well as monthly energy reports, and you get access to previous videos as well. So the link is below. If you would like to attend this ceremony, then I would love to see you there. And otherwise, I'm wishing you all the best during this full moon and beyond. Remember to be aware of any attachments that need to be released. What is changing within your practical life, within the practical realm? Where can you let go of attachments? And how can you open up space for more flow and more creativity moving forward? These are the fluctuations of our life, endings and beginnings, changing, being adaptable. Sometimes in the fixed elements, we have a hard time of being adaptable because it is fixed energy. But the beauty about fixed energy is that we get to really sink into the depths of that certain archetype and within ourselves. We get to sink in and digest and learn and nurture, and also assess of what needs to change, what needs to let go, what we need to let go of, and where we can learn more through cultivating a greater self-awareness. So I'm wishing you all the best during this full moon and beyond, and I will be seeing you again very soon. Take care.